Before I came to Asker, I was fairly content with my level of training. Now I see that I have a long way to go. Before ascending the throne, I would train day and night, whenever I had a moment to spare, really. To supplement my lance drills, I would lift boulders, haul barrels full of rocks. When I was a child, I once even donned heavy armor and ran all night through the mountains. Even so, it did not take long for one of Asker's heroes to humble me. When training is tough, train some more, this hero said. When you're injured, training is the best recovery. The wisdom it takes to live by that standard, and the discipline to never coddle oneself. For someone like that, no drop of sweat or thrust of the lance is wasted. The truth of such a life is etched indelibly upon the heart. Never fear. Eager as I might be to follow that example, I will be mindful not to push myself to exhaustion before a real battle. After all, the whole purpose of training is to maximize one's effectiveness when it matters. Still, I am certain my efforts to keep up with these heroes will make me stronger than ever by the time I return to Fargus. I rule the holy kingdom of Fargus, a proud region of noble knights. For the sake of the region's populace, and to secure its future, our knights have faced down invaders and countless other threats. It seems that the Order of Heroes has many knights in its service as well. The Knights of Altea, Macedon's White Wings, Leonster's Lance Ridders. I find it magnificent that each is such a noble, chivalrous order. Not all can fight as knights, however. Traders, scholars, woodsmen, farmers. To function, a kingdom requires citizens from all walks of life. Not all have the strength to fight, but all are crucial to supporting the kingdom. Our duty as knights is to protect them. We take to the battlefield as the sword and shield of the people. Here and now, the duty of the Knights of the Order of Heroes is to protect the people of Asker. In their homelands, they all had their own duties. Here, they fight for a shared cause. As a knight, I am truly proud to lend my sword to this effort. In this world, I wish to grow both as a king and as a knight. You have my sincerest gratitude for offering me a chance to hone myself. And as a knight, I swear, I will face any challenge and meet your every expectation. I suppose feats like that must be common here in Asker. Ah, there you are. You just missed something rather interesting. I saw a knight affiliated with the Order of Heroes lift a collapsed carriage with ease. Back in Fodlan, I was known for possessing similar strength. I was fairly proud of that. But it seems it's no shock to see a hero perform such a feat here. Since you are able to choose the finest from many worlds, perhaps that is to be expected. What? That sort of strength is uncommon? I see. So that woman must be an exceptionally strong knight. As for me, though I may be just one man with just one lance, I would happily put all of my effort toward helping the people of this world. There are times I lose sight of my own strength. I may break things from time to time. But to make up for my shortcomings, I swear on my honor as a knight that I will succeed at any mission you ask me to undertake.
Commander Anna is the leader of the Order of Heroes, but I hear she's from a family of merchants. That means my hunch is correct. Asker is different. It's the kind of place where someone who isn't noble or royal can still land an important position. Actually, I have it wrong. Though it's not practiced yet, our value system is much the same in Fodlan. The ideal is to see people for their true abilities, not for their lineage or social standing, and to give them the freedom to pursue positions that match those abilities. I bet this all sounds eerily similar to the words of a certain Adrestian emperor. My gut feeling is that Asker gave Commander Anna her position based on her ability and her humanity. If that's the case, I'd wager that's also true of Princess Sharena and Prince Alphonse. They're not just figureheads. Their abilities add value to the Order of Heroes. In Asker, people are valued for their abilities instead of their status. A culture based on merit. Here, the nobility doesn't hold back the potential of the people. Asker is a pretty neat place, you know that? I can breathe easy here. When it comes to building a better future back home, I'll have to keep all of this in mind. You know, there's something even more important to have on the battlefield than allies who are strong. It's allies you can trust. Of course, if they're both strong and trustworthy, what's left to say? Trust isn't something you can forge overnight, though. The moment I saw your eyes, I knew. Seriously? Not a chance. There is one quick way you can start to build trust. Think you know what it is? Right. The answer is a feast. Make merriment, enjoy food together, and have frank conversations. At a feast, the distance between people shrinks in no time at all. I invited a bunch of heroes to a feast yesterday, in fact. Mostly mercenaries. You should have heard their war stories. We made a connection instantly. I guess when the world is at peace, though, they won't have much to talk about anymore. Come to think of it, I wonder if Prince Alphonse enjoys a good feast. After today's training, I should ask him. I'll be sure to invite Commander Anna and Princess Sharena while I'm at it. I'm pretty curious about the battles they've overcome to secure peace in Asker so far. I'd love to hear their honest opinions about what they see for the future of their country as well. You should come too. We'll eat, we'll sing, and we'll talk about the future. It'll be great. My head is reeling. I can't get over how incredible things are here. This world is a constant surprise, and Asker is quite a place. By now, I've had the chance to speak with so many different heroes. I've met heroes who can change into beasts. I've met dragons, fairies, and even gods. I've even heard that an influential goddess from my own world is here. Honestly, all these surprises are wearing me out. However, there's something that's pretty great about the Order of Heroes that I want to talk about. No matter their background, their culture, their beliefs, these heroes all band together for a common cause. everyone puts their individual skills to use. They support each other both on and off the battlefield. I've come to the conclusion that this might very well be the ideal army. Fighting alongside the Order of Heroes, it shows just how silly it is that some people have an advantage because of their social status or place of birth. When everyone is striving for a shared goal, regardless of their differences, there's nothing that can divide them. Everyone has their eyes on the same future. To think I would find a place that actually transcends differing ideals, and it's right here. And with that in mind, I'm glad to lend my strength to the Order of Heroes. We stand together as heroes, and nothing can separate us.
Ghost! Oh, it's just you. Not that I was scared, but don't surprise me like that. I was just in the dining hall, and I heard some people talking about the 7 wonders of Asker. The stories they were telling were pretty eerie. I'm still a bit taken aback. Not that I believe in those sorts of things, monsters and ghosts and the like. Huh? You don't know about the 7 wonders? Well, from what I've heard, every evening, night after night, a spectral white owl flies around carrying mysterious crystal balls. It's also said that the interior design of Asker's castle will suddenly change in an instant, but we never notice. And when fighting opponents from another world in the arena, you might come face to face with 4 people who all look exactly the same. Or something like that. I was barely listening. It's just gossip anyway, right? It's not like I'm shivering just thinking about these so-called wonders. I'm not a child, and I don't believe in such childish things. I'm sorry, what? There are also 7 wonders of the Order of Heroes? No, that's fine. No need to tell me any more. Thank you, but I politely and completely decline any further information. Thanks for having me over for tea today. I was a little nervous when I was first summoned here to Asker, but it's comforting knowing that people here drink tea together, just like in Fodlan. As for the flavor of Asker's tea, it's rather tasty. There's a sweetness to it, but it's also smooth. Yummy. Sweets aren't just for children, you know. Sugar is a crucial component for helping one study, focus, and engage in critical thinking. Therefore, I must consume sweets to best help the Order of Heroes. What's that? You want me to drink yours as well? Well, it would be a shame to let it go to waste. If you insist. It would be rude of me to decline. How could anyone pass on the sweet deliciousness? For future reference, where might one find something so sweet here in Asker? Huh? There's a thief with a sweet tooth who might know some good places? And who exactly might that be? Remember, it's for the good of the Order of Heroes. You know, this castle really is almost like an exhibition hall of heroes. So many different kinds of people, all working together to fight alongside the Order of Heroes. The bonds they share make them even stronger than if they were here on their own. Friends and families, teachers and students, there are so many connections that make the group stronger. I also noticed that there seem to be a lot of parents here with their children. I guess it makes sense that the children of heroes would become heroes themselves. They say children often follow in their parents' footsteps after all. The way a parent lives their life influences the path their children take. It only goes to follow that the children of heroes tend to follow a heroic path. The next time we get a chance to speak, I want to hear about your parents. I'm very curious to hear what kind of footsteps led you here.
So the concept of nobility is not unique to Fodlan, but rather is present in all worlds. Ah, it's you. Are you out on patrol as well? I have been speaking with some of the other heroes in order to learn more about them. If I am to trust someone enough to turn my back to them in battle, I must first understand them. Through these conversations, I have learned that the Order of Heroes values all, be they royalty, knights, or even mercenaries. As you might have surmised, I detest the notion of one's worth hinging on their lineage or social standing. Honestly, to say I detest it is something of an understatement. To define a person's entire life by the circumstances of their birth, it's abhorrent. It squanders potential and holds opportunity hostage, valuing only those born to certain bloodlines while wholly discounting all others. I know of many so-called nobles who fall prey to that flawed way of thinking. I am pleased to see that those within the Order of Heroes are different. All are proud to shed their blood for the sake of the Askaran people. That is not to say I understand everything about them. One seemed unable to tear himself away from his mirror, while another ceaselessly proclaimed himself the guardian of beauty. Still, even individuals like these seem to understand that nobility is an obligation. If only the nobles of Fodlan held each other to that same standard. In any case, I have learned enough to feel comfortable trusting the heroes in battle. Nobility itself isn't corrupting. What matters is how nobles conduct themselves. Here, I have seen an example of what is possible. I have taken it to heart. Perfect timing. There is something I would like to ask you. I have seen a great many heroes in swimwear. I am curious, is this a part of Asker's culture? I see. So those who live here enjoy the freedom to dress however they like. I suppose that must also mean they are not bound by antiquated customs. Given the popularity of swimsuits, I suppose many must feel an affinity for the sea as well. I should just ask you, do you enjoy the beach? As expected, I had a feeling you might. I could do without it, honestly. Perhaps because I never spent much time by the shore until now. As it is, I find the pitch black of the open sea at night quite frightening. Places like that make me feel trapped, as though I'll never see the light of day again. To make matters worse, I am not a skilled swimmer. Does that surprise you? Even the most steadfast hero has a weakness, you know. Perhaps being summoned to this world presents an opportunity for me to begin addressing mine. As I spend more time here, perhaps I will warm up to the ocean as well as I have to the other heroes. While I'm here, it would please me if you would watch over me and inform me of my progress. Finding you here is a welcome coincidence. Are you out for a walk as well? Wandering the castle halls allows me to reflect upon the time I've spent in Asker. I suppose it is also old habit. I frequently enjoy taking solitary walks back in Fodlan. These walks allow me time to consider the past and the future alike. However, I think what I enjoy the most is simply observing. This world is full of life. Trees, grass, flowing streams, birds and beasts living carefree in the wilderness. Nature is untouched, untarnished. To bask in it gives me a feeling of contentment. Asker and Fodlan each have beautiful vistas to gaze upon. Each expresses itself in a unique way, through changing seasons and varying topography. Each is uniquely beautiful. That is why I will not allow the stains of war to soil this land. Asker deserves better. I will not allow this land and the life it harbors to be destroyed by human arrogance and selfishness. I can tell by your expression that you feel the same. Let us forge ahead then, to safeguard this world from the flames of war and the shackles of chaos. After all, that is the reason we're here.